Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to Euroborg. We're in the north of Holland for Southampton's final pre-season match on Dutch soil. It's FC Groningen versus Southampton and it's coming up in a few minutes' time. Great to have you along for this YouTube live broadcast on this Saturday afternoon. It's 3 down, 3 to go for Saints in terms of pre-season matches. Wins against DC United's under-23s, PEC Zwolle and of course FC 20 on Wednesday. Now it's FC Groningen who'll provide the opposition as the players try to work their way into Claude Puel's plans for the new season. Fraser Forster will get his first minutes under the new manager. He captains the side in goal. Kuko Martina, Maya Yoshida, Virgil van Dijk and Matt Targett are the back four. Oriol Romeu will sit in front of the defence with Jordi Klaasie and James Ward-Prowse in front of him. Dusan Tadic will sit at the top of the diamond. Shane Long will play for the first time this pre-season. He partners Nathan Redmond as the front two. That's your Saints side. This is how FC Groningen will line up. Sergio Pat is their keeper. Then it's Drost, Rayan, Hateboer and Van Neef in defence. Jensen, Manjuro, Antonia and Harrier in midfield. Rusnak and Van Wert up front. There you see Virgil van Dijk captaining the side in the last two games. Forster is captaining the side this afternoon. The former FC Groningen player wearing number 17 there as the squad go in for their team photo. You're very welcome along to this YouTube live broadcast on a really warm Saturday afternoon. The weather's been atrocious for the last couple of days here in Holland. We went out on a team walk this morning, the players and the staff, and it chucked it down after about 5 minutes of leaving the hotel. Pleased to say that the weather has perked up ahead of this match between FC Groningen and Southampton. As I say, it's the third match for Southampton on Dutch soil. They've won the last two. Can they make it a hat-trick of wins against Dutch opponents? The team's going to the huddles. Looks like it's going to be FC Groningen who are going to kick us off. There's Shane Long, as I say, getting his first minutes of pre-season, having been given a little bit of extra time off due to the Euro 2016 championships. And we're nearly ready to get underway. Southampton, well, they played FC Groningen last pre-season, you might remember, ran out 3-0 winners. We'll take a similar score this afternoon. Matt Targett gets that one half away. Here's Antonia. He'll play the ball into the box and headed away by Virgil van Dijk. So fans who have watched the last couple of games of pre-season live on YouTube will know by now that Saints seem to be lining up in a 4-diamond-2 formation under Claude Puel. In this instance, we're playing with Oriol Romeu at the bottom of the diamond, Jordi Klaasie and James Ward-Prowse either side, and Dusan Tadic at the top. And Shane Long and Nathan Redmond preferred as the front two to start this game. I'm sure we'll see a few changes as the afternoon progresses. Here's Kuko Martina. Maya Yoshida and now Virgil van Dijk, who got a ripple of applause when his name was read out over the tannoy before the game. And the first touch for Fraser Forster of pre-season. Here's Matt Targett, that's a good chest down. Feeds it into Dusan Tadic. Redmond will take over. Tries to flick it down to Dusan Tadic. That looks like a free kick. And our referee, Joachim Kampfis, will blow his whistle for the first time and award Groningen a free kick. Fraser Forster, of course, missed all of last pre-season through injury. In fact, this is probably his first real pre-season with the club because he joined Saints 9 days before the start of the 2014-15 season. So really the first chance for him to get some minutes under his belt. We see Matt Targett just down injured there. Hope that he's okay. Of course, probably the number one priority for pre-season is to make sure that you come through it with all your players still fit and ready to go on the opening day. Don't want to pick up any injuries, and it's Matt Targett who's just down there. Nathan Redmond, well, he's one of two signings who's come in over the summer transfer window, and him along with Pierre Højbjerg seems to have joined the group very well, has looked bright in the games that he's played. Redmond scored twice against PEC Zwolle, of course, a week ago. And Matt Targett just down, getting a little bit of treatment. So whilst we just wait to see how that one pans out, if you haven't watched any of the games in pre-season so far, well, as I say, Saints lining up with a 4-diamond-2 formation. So what that tends to entail is that we have a back four with the full-backs getting on up the pitch, playing quite wide. You've then got a diamond formation in the centre, but it's quite a narrow diamond, so it involves the 2 midfield players on either side sort of tucking in and playing sort of within the lines of the penalty area. Then you've got the person in the top of the diamond who plays almost as a sort of front man, and with the 2 players at the top wide of him. So it's a wide 2 at the top of the 4-diamond-2 formation. Matt Targett is still off the pitch. He looks to be hobbling a little bit. We have got Sam McQueen on the bench, who's played at left back for the last few games. I'm sure they won't want to bring him on quite as early as this. Meanwhile, we'll get on with the game, and the ball's over on the far side of the pitch. Groningen in their traditional green and white stripes. They're known as the Green and White Army, apparently. And the ball over here with Habra. Now it's Antonia. Ball played down the line. There's no left back. James Ward-Prowse has gone in there temporarily. That's just allowed a little bit of space for Groningen to work this move. Good play by Shane Long to close down the Groningen man. Van Neef's ball into the penalty area. Maya Yoshida read that one. And it goes out for a throw in midway inside the Southampton half of the field. Here's Habra. Ball played down the centre. There's a lot of space here, and the shot is just wide. Well, that all came out of nothing. In the end, I think it was Jesper Drost who was getting the ball on the edge of the penalty area, and he probably should have done a lot better. And I think we're now going to see the first substitution of the game, because Matt Targett isn't going to be able to continue. His afternoon just lasted a couple of minutes. And we're going to see Sam McQueen come on in his place. Now, Sam has been traditionally playing as a left midfielder, but has played at left back for the 3 pre-season games so far. So he's onto the pitch a lot earlier than we all expected. Fair to say that he's had a really good pre-season, Sam McQueen. As I said, playing out of position. Went on loan to Southend last season, got some good minutes under his belt. Has come back fired up and ready to try and compete for a place in Claude Puel's side. PA announcer just confirms the substitution. And of course, we'll try to bring you the update on Matt Targett's injury after the game. We'll be speaking to the manager, and you'll be able to see that interview on YouTube. Here come Groningen into the penalty area, and another shot coming in there. This time it was Jesper Drost again, and lucky for Saints, that one went over the bar as well. A wild effort there. With 6.5 minutes gone, it is still 0-0, but Southampton forced into that early change. Fraser Forster then will have this goal kick, sporting a new hairstyle this season. Virgil van Dijk picking out Cuco Martino with a long ball. Now into Jordi Klaasie. Dusan Tadic just loses possession a little bit there, but Saints will win it back on halfway with Maya Yoshida. Now Jordi Klaasie. Saints trying to work that one forward, but in the end the ball given away, and now Groningen will try and bring it away down this near side. It's going to be Antonia to test the pace of McQueen. In the end, intercepted there by Virgil van Dijk, and Saints should bring it clear. Groningen, arguably the toughest of the three Dutch opponents that Saints will face. They finished in the highest position in the Eredivisie out of the three sides, finishing 7th and just missing out on the Europa League last season, FC Groningen. They did actually compete in the Europa League last season, albeit briefly. They went straight in at the group stage but didn't win any of their matches. Saints will have a free kick here, midway inside the Groningen half. It's James Ward-Prowse over it. Exchanges passes with Tadic. Now it's back to Maya Yoshida and Jordi Klasi over on that far side. Pass just a little bit ahead of Kuko Martina from Dusan Tadic. Played 72 times for FC Groningen, Dusan Tadic. Also played 70 times for FC 20, so he's well known around these parts. Oriol Romeu winning the header there. And then winning a free kick off the referee. Jordi Klasi toe pokes the ball to James Ward-Prowse. Unfortunately, the ball to substitute Sam McQueen, not quite accurate enough. And Groningen will have the throw in down on this near side. Just ticked over the 10-minute mark. Welcome to this YouTube live broadcast if you are just joining us. It is 0-0 between Southampton and FC Groningen. First minutes for Fraser Forster and Shane Long of pre-season. Good to see how they get on after going away with their respective nations to Euro 2016. Here's Ward-Prowse. Plays it down the line looking for Redmond. That might bounce kindly for Shane Long. An interesting penalty shout there. In the end, nothing given by the referee. Shane Long just gets up to his feet a little bit slowly. I think he'll be all right to continue. Here's Drost. Hayara. Now back to Majuro. He'll hit a long ball, which Sam McQueen reads well. Not Fraser's finest clearance, but James Ward-Prowse should clear up. In the end, it's going to be a Groningen throw on this near side. Ball chipped into the penalty area by Van Neef. In the end, it goes over the head of everybody. Van Vert was the Groningen player in the centre and out for a goal kick. This is Groningen's 7th match of pre-season. They kick off their campaign next weekend with a match against Feyenoord. They've actually scored 35 goals in their 6 pre-season games so far, although 20 of those did come against a Dutch 7th division side. They've scored 3 or more goals in all but one of their pre-season matches so far, so they haven't done too badly as far as goals are concerned. That comes after losing their top goal scorer in the summer. Michael DeLue went to Chicago Fire. So they're without their top goal scorer from last season. They've still managed to net quite a few in pre-season so far. Ball over the top, and that's a good bit of control from Hatborough. Lays it back, looking for Jensen, I think it was, advancing into the penalty area. In the end, good defending from Saints again. Oriol Romeu cuts that one out, tried to feed Dusan Tadic with that ball. Romeu's still going. The referee's going to go for his pocket here, and it's a yellow card for Oriol Romeu. First yellow card of the afternoon. Probably not too many complaints about that one. And the Groningen player gets to his feet. Should be okay to continue. Let me just run you through the Southampton side then, if you are joining us late for this game. Fraser Forster's in goal, getting his first minutes of pre-season. Then it's Cuco Martina, Maya Yoshida, Virgil van Dijk and Sam McQueen. Oriol Romeu, Jordi Klaasie and James Ward-Prowse in the midfield, with Dusan Tadic just in front of them. In a diamond, Shane Long and Nathan Redmond up front. It's Maya Yoshida just dealing with that long ball. Hatborough comes in field to Antonia. Ball over the top. It was Hatborough continuing his run in the way all the way through to Fraser Forster. Ball through for Shane Long. The offside flag has gone up against Shane Long. Crossfield ball by Reinen. The player on that far side managed to keep the ball in. Cuco Martina then nicely to Romeu. And Saints should work this one out from their 6-yard box. Oh, ball given away there to Southampton and Nathan Redmond. And Tadic just left a foot in there. And Groningen will try and break clear down this near side. Here's Reinen. Ball over the top. It was looking for the run of Antonia. All the way out for a goal kick. As I say, Groningen kicking off their season a week earlier than Southampton. They'll take on Feyenoord next Sunday, while Saints have 2 weeks until the big kick-off. Watford at home at St Mary's, 2 weeks today. Sure you're all looking forward to that one. Shane Long jumps for that. Oh. Sure, the defender knew what he was doing there. He's being put under a little bit of pressure from Nathan Redmond. Now it's back to Sergio Pat, who will just clear that one away. A foul given against Virgil van Dijk there, so it'll be a free kick to Groningen on halfway. Van Vert will get this cross in. It's in towards the centre, and Virgil van Dijk comes across, makes the challenge, and Maya Yoshida will just get that one clear. Here's Drost. Not sure who that pass was intended to. In the end, Oriol Romeu picks it up. And this is Nathan Redmond. Looked lively in the games he's played so far for Southampton. Of course, scored twice against PEC Zwolle a week ago, after joining from Norwich over the course of the summer. This is Jordi Klaasie. Now Romeu, and Ward-Prowse with a little bit of time to turn. Not as much time as he thought. And a handball given there against Cuco Martina. Of course, he played in the Eredivisie as well, 48 times for FC Twente between 2013 and 2015 before signing for Southampton. Ball lobbed forward. Virgil van Dijk is underneath that one. That's a nice ball forward, and Groningen have suddenly got men up here. Rosnak's ball into the box. It's over the top of everyone, but it's going to drop to Antonia. Here comes the run on the outside. It deflects into the side netting off Oriol Romeu. It's Hapra who is making the run forward. It's going to be a corner to FC Groningen on this near side. Groningen come into this match off the back of a 6-2 win against FC Emmen. That was a week ago. They were 2-0 down inside the first 20 minutes to the Dutch second division side, but came back strongly and won the match 6-2. Rosnak is going to take this corner for the home side. Headed away by Maya Yoshida and further clear by Nathan Redmond. Romeu just caught late there. We're going to see the second card of the game. No love loss in this match. 2 yellow cards inside the first 21 minutes or so. That one going to Tom Harrier. Jordi Klaasie with the long ball over to Cuco Martina, switching the play well. You can see the intention by Southampton to get the wide men involved, the fullbacks Cuco Martina and Sam McQueen. Well, they're actually the 2 furthest players forward at the moment. That seems to be the tactic this pre-season. Dusan Tadic is a little bit careless with the ball. And then fouls Harrier. Hapra striding forward now for Groningen. Antonia on this near side. Goes past Sam McQueen. Romeu's got to be careful because he's already on a yellow card. Jensen out wide. Martina slides in, gets that off Van Neef and out for a throw into Groningen. Midway through the first half, here in the north of Holland, 0-0. Here's Jensen, ball across. No Groningen player attacking that one. The home side will keep possession though. Van Vert over to Van Neef. Antonia's ball across. There's a lot of space here on the edge of the box. This is Rosnak. Ball across, hit Kuko Martina. Second one does as well. And the third one doesn't beat Oriol Romeu. This is Dusan Tadic. Can't quite bring the ball down in between two Groningen players. Ward-Prowse down to Kuko Martina. That's a little bit sloppy. And Groningen will pick the ball up inside the Southampton half. Hatborough. Now Jesper Drost plays it through, looking for the run of Hatborough. He'll get there as well. And Virgil van Dijk needed to intervene at the near post. There's going to be another Groningen corner on this near side. As I said, 7th in the Eredivisie last season, FC Groningen. That's the highest place out of all the teams we've faced over here in Holland. Virgil van Dijk underneath that one. Saints will bring this away. Jordi Klaasie to Oriol Romeu. And there we see that big switch again over to Kuko Martina. Couldn't quite keep possession, the Saints right back, and Groningen will have it again at the back. Nathan Redmond puts Hatborough under a little bit of pressure, and in the end, we've actually been pulled back for the free kick for a foul on Nathan Redmond. Here's James Ward-Prowse, Martina. Groningen have enjoyed a little bit of possession over the last 10 minutes. Just important that Saints try to keep hold of the ball for as long as possible. Try to work something. Sam McQueen down the line. Here's Redmond. That's a nasty looking challenge. It's going to be another yellow card. It's time for Hans Hatborough. We don't need another Saints player injured. Luckily, Redmond is quick to get to his feet. If you missed the start of the game, Matt Targett taken off after just a couple of minutes with an injury, replaced by Sam McQueen. Hope that Matt's okay. It's going to be a free kick, and the first chance really for the big men from defence to go up from the back. Maya Yoshida and Virgil van Dijk, the latter who opened the scoring against FC 20 on Wednesday night. Ward-Prowse and Tadic under this one. It is Ward-Prowse. Van Dijk was the target, intercepted by a Groningen head. Saints win the ball back and win a throw over on that far side. Jordi Klaasie into Shane Long. This is Romeu. Now Van Dijk. And Yoshida looks to get Saints moving. Tadic is out to Cuco Martina. Delivery towards the back post. In the end, that's gone over the top of the goal. And out for a goal kick to FC Groningen. Of course, it's a year to the day that Southampton played Dutch opposition in the Europa League third qualifying round. 3-0 against Vitesse at St Mary's. We'll be hoping for many more good European nights this season. August the 26th, it is the date that we find out who our Europa League opponents will be in the group stages. The third qualifying round and playoffs rounds still to be completed before then. Tadic, ball over the top, Shane Long is offside. So even though he did well to get that one in from a difficult angle, it's not going to count. Here's Rusnak. Delivery hits a Southampton man and goes out for another corner. That's the third one that FC Groningen have had. It's going to be Rusnak to go out and take this one as well. It's offering a chance for the defenders, Reinen and Maduro, to go up from the back. Corner in towards the near post, headed away by Dusan Tadic. It'll be another flag kick to the hosts. Flick header on and headed off the line by James Ward-Prowse. That's why you put a man on the posts. Here come Groningen again. Tries to skip past Romeu. That was Albert Rusnak, who has arguably had the best chance of the game so far, with a shot inside the first 10 minutes that went just wide. There's a few people booing in the stand below me. I can't quite work out what they're booing at. Jake Hesketh is out there warming up. I can't imagine that Jake Hesketh has done anything to aggravate the Dutch fans. Ball forward by Maya Yoshida. That was Tadic trying to lay it off to Nathan Redmond. You can see the intensity in which Saints are pressing high up the pitch. That one's cleared away by Sergio Pat. Looked like a foul on Romeu. Indeed, the referee agrees. Here's Redmond. Ward-Prowse out to Sam McQueen. Saints have got all 10 outfield players inside the Groningen half of the field. Can they work anything with it? This is Redmond. Ward-Prowse back to Virgil van Dijk. Kuko Martina, that's a good chest down. This is Dusan Tadic, tried the little turn. It comes back to Ward-Prowse, who has to sidestep the referee. Back it comes to Maya Yoshida. Jordi Klaasie. Cross hits the Groningen man. Saints will keep possession. Oriol Romeu. Tadic again, tried to feed it through to Shane Long. It was read by the defender. And now it's going to be Groningen's turn to try and hit a cross-field ball. No such luck with Virgil van Dijk at the back. 34 appearances for Saints last season, Virgil van Dijk. Scored 3 times. He actually played 52 matches in total last season when you take into account international games and matches he played for Celtic. This is Redmond. Nice delivery, flicked on just too high for James Ward-Prowse. This is Martina. Good closing down by James Ward-Prowse, just forces the Groningen goalkeeper and captain into kicking that one out for a throw. We've got 10 minutes until half time. Thank you for joining us on this YouTube live stream where it's FC Groningen 0, Southampton 0. Ball forward again, and again Shane Long was just offside. This is Reinen. Majuro. Harrier lifts the ball forward. It's not a bad one either. Van Dijk did well to nod that one clear. And now Klaasie. Dusan Tadic hasn't got a lot of support around him, so he does well to win the free kick in the centre circle. Nice pass from Ward-Prowse into Jordi Klaasie. Kuko Martina down the line to Shane Long. There's the pace. Unfortunately, there wasn't anyone making the run into the centre. Groningen have worked that one out for a Southampton throw. Nice pass from Romeu. Run made there, and that's going to be a free kick to Southampton. It's going to be a yellow card. And that's the second yellow card, so Groningen are going to be down to 10 men. Well, would you believe it? A pre-season friendly, and the referee has taken a strict line on that. I think the initial challenge, the first yellow, was for the one on Redmond down here on the near touchline. I think it is Hans Hatbra, who has gone off, sent off for FC Groningen. And so with 7 minutes until half time, has the game just swung in Southampton's direction, because Groningen are going to have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. And James Ward-Prowse has a free kick in a good-looking position just to the left of centre, perfect for that right footer. Dusan Tadic has left him to it. If you saw our free kick video earlier in the week, you'll have seen James Ward-Prowse knocking these in. Ward-Prowse's free kick, it needed saving by Sergio Pat. Close to his second goal of pre-season there. James Ward-Prowse, of course, scored against DC United in the opening game and came close there. He'll take this corner as well. Ward-Prowse's delivery. Headed away as far as Sam McQueen. Ward-Prowse again. And that's straight into the arms of Sergio Pat, with Shane Long and Maya Yoshida lurking at the back post. And now we see how the 10 men of FC Groningen will react to that. Down to 10 men with 7 minutes of the first half to go. Nice crossfield ball from Redmond, finds Cuco Martina. Long's in the centre if he can get a ball in towards him. In the end, it was too close to the goalkeeper. This is Tadic. Now Redmond. Again, we see Sam McQueen advanced from left back. Nice footwork from Redmond. Unfortunately, no one was in the centre to pick up his pass. It's a little bit sloppy from Groningen. And probably just need half time to come as soon as possible. This is Antonia. And that delivery goes straight out for a goal kick. So 3 minutes to go until the half-time interval. We are expecting a couple of changes at half-time, but not too many. Ward-Prowse into Tadic, now Redmond. Tadic again trying to flick the ball over the top of the defence for Redmond to run onto. Ward-Prowse, and for about the 100th time in this game we've seen that cross-field pass worked out to Cuco Martina. We're going to see it go from right to left now as Klasi picks out McQueen. Here is Jordi Klasi. Redmond had a little bit of space. Tees it back to Romeu. Oriol Romeu tries one from a long way out. And that's not troubling the FC Groningen goal. 0-0. Header from Van Dijk. Interested to see what FC Groningen do in the second half now that they're down to 10 men. It looks like Antonia has actually dropped back from right wing into right back. So Groningen effectively playing with some sort of 4-5-4-4-1 formation at the moment. That was an offside flag against Cuco Martina. As we enter the last minute of the first half. Thanks for joining us on this YouTube live stream. Keep your comments coming in on the feed, or use Twitter using the hashtag SaintsFC. And let us know your thoughts. 2 weeks until the first game of the Premier League season. A few of the substitutes just going into the dressing room early. Perhaps we'll see a few changes at half time. Pat's clearance, only onto the head of Klaasie. The defender does well to get it past long. And the referee calls for half-time. It's been a half of no goals, but a few notable incidents. Matt Targett taken off after just a couple of minutes through injury. We'll try and find out at the end of the game what the latest is on him. Replaced by Sam McQueen. It was Rusnak who had the best opportunity for Groningen, having a shot from the edge of the box go just past Fraser Forster's post. And then the game got a little bit more interesting with 7 minutes until half-time when Hatborough was sent off for a second yellow card. It means that Groningen are going to have to play the rest of the game for 10 men. James Ward-Prowse had a free kick tipped over the crossbar as a result of that sending off. But at half-time here, there are no goals. Southampton 0, FC Groningen 0. Do make sure you're back for the second half. Well, welcome back everybody to Euroborg. We're in the north of Holland for this pre-season match between Southampton and FC Groningen. There have been a few changes at half-time for Southampton. I'll bring you those in just a moment. One of those is standing over the ball now. It's Charlie Austin. If you missed the first half, Southampton are playing against 10 men due to Hans Helpers sending off with 7 minutes of the first half to go. The second half is underway. Here's Sam McQueen, who obviously came on in the first few minutes after the injury to Matt Targett. This is Pierre Højbjerg. He's one of the changes at half-time. And Jordi Klaasie over to Cuco Martina. Let me just give you the team then while Saints are knocking this around at the back. Fraser Forster is still in goal. The back four, Cuco Martina. Then it's Oriol Romeu, Virgil van Dijk and Sam McQueen. So Oriol Romeu playing at centre-back. Then it's Højbjerg with Klaasie and Ward-Prowse in front of him. Jake Hesketh playing at the tip of the diamond. And then it's Charlie Austin and Nathan Redmond up front. So 4 changes at half-time for Saints. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Lobs the ball over, looking for Cuco Martina. Ward-Prowse. Hesketh. Now Højbjerg into Redmond. Couldn't quite pick out Jake Hesketh with the return ball, and back to Fraser Forster. As I said in the first half, getting his first minutes of pre-season after being given a little bit of time off after the European Championships. Here's Jordi Klaasie out to Sam McQueen with a little bit of space to run into down that far side. Charlie Austin. Ball just runs away from him though. But that is a fantastic recovering challenge from Pierre Højbjerg. And he wins the free kick as well. Much to the disdain of the fans inside the Euroborg this afternoon. Bit of a sloppy pass from James Ward-Prowse. Saints win the ball back though. This is Redmond. Now Sam McQueen. Højbjerg. That ball was looking for Cuco Martina. In the end, he hadn't quite made the run. So Southampton lining up then in the 4-diamond-2 that we saw in the first half, with Fraser Forster in goal, Cuco Martina, Oriol Romeu, Virgil van Dijk and Sam McQueen at the back. Then Pierre Højbjerg with Jordi Klaasie and James Ward-Prowse in front of him. Jake Hesketh playing at the tip of the diamond with Charlie Austin and Nathan Redmond up front. Those are the players that have emerged for the second half. This is Cuco Martina. Højbjerg into Hesketh. Now Redmond looking to get to the byline. He'll get the cross in. Has it gone out? The linesman has said it has. And it'll be a goal kick to Groningen. It's confirmation of a substitution there for Saints over the PA system. This is the former FC Groningen player Virgil van Dijk. Hesketh had made a good run down the middle there, but Van Dijk instead opts to go to Charlie Austin. You see the front two players dropping back quite frequently to try and get involved with the play in the centre of the park. This is Cuco Martina. Try to feed it to Redmond. Nice bit of skill from Oriol Romeu, good composure. Now Virgil van Dijk again. Will he try a shot from distance? He does. And it goes wide of the post. Not a bad effort from, as I said, the former Groningen man. He's really been the talk of the town over the last day or so since we arrived in Groningen. Locals certainly very fond of Virgil van Dijk. Played 53 times for FC Groningen before leaving in June 2013. Oriol Romeu, who, as I say, has dropped into centre-back for this second half, playing alongside Virgil van Dijk. You wouldn't want to pick a fight with either of those two, would you? This is Sam McQueen. Now Højbjerg. That one's just a little bit behind Cuco Martina. Højbjerg, that pass is a little bit better to James Ward-Prowse, and he'll look to get Saints moving down the right-hand side. This is Nathan Redmond. Oh, that's a nice pass looking for Jake Hesketh. Will he keep it in? Unfortunately not. What's the referee given here? He's given a throw into Groningen. Jake Hesketh protesting that it came off of the Groningen man last. This is Højbjerg. Now Sam McQueen again. Into Hesketh, who tried to leave it for Austin. The defender read it well, though. McQueen will get a second chance. Good pass in behind the defence by Ward-Prowse. Sam McQueen stretched to get there, did well. In the end, Groningen will bring it clear. In fact, they've skewed it out of play for a throw-in over on that far side. Sam McQueen, who probably wasn't expecting to be involved this afternoon, certainly for this much of the game. Matt Targett starting the match, but injured after a couple of minutes and having to be replaced. There's a free kick given there for a foul on the Groningen man, who's stayed down and might need a little bit of treatment. There were a few nasty challenges going in the first half, and two by Hans Hapborough that saw him red carded late on in that first half. Højbjerg's pass into Ward-Prowse. Referee plays advantage as Redmond is played through. He was onside this time. Sergio Pat, the Groningen goalkeeper and captain, made sure that Redmond couldn't progress any further. Van Neef's long ball forward onto the chest of Van Vert. He looks to be playing as the lone frontman now for FC Groningen, Van Vert. Hesketh and McQueen exchange passes. Now here's Romeo. A little bit of space for Jordi Klaasie. Couldn't quite bring it under control. He will win the header though, and this is Ward-Prowse. Nice turn by the England under-21 captain. Højbjerg into Redmond. Intricate play, Hesketh's shot. That's no trouble for Sergio Pat. Hesketh scored 6 times last season for the under-21s. After making 24 appearances, that was the most of any player playing for the under-21s. Here's Hesketh again, and that's a great through ball from Hesketh in towards Austin. The keeper read that one well though. Came out and made sure he got it away, but Saints will keep the pressure on. Hesketh again. Klaasie out to Sam McQueen. He's going to run at Antonia. And he'll take the throw in. But we're going to see a substitution before that throw-in can be taken. It's going to be Danny Hosen who's going to come on for FC Groningen. I think it is going to be Tom Van Vert who's going to come off. So a change up top, some fresh legs for Groningen, the 10 men of Groningen, to try and make something count up front. This is Martina, now James Ward-Prowse. Again, it's Sam McQueen, now Jordi Klaasie. That's a nice ball through to Hesketh. Can he keep possession of the ball? He's done really well there, Jake Hesketh. Couldn't quite win a corner, and then I think Sam McQueen has committed a foul. Indeed he has. Nice bit of skills from Jake Hesketh, of course, hoping to get back into the first team frame after having a brief experience of it the season before last. Of course, came on in that match against Manchester United, injured against Burnley in his first start up at Turf Moor. But on the pitch here, and trying to make an influence and trying to get into Claude Puel's plans for the new season. Here's Cuco Martina. Ward-Prowse hits that one nicely onto the chest of Sam McQueen. A little bit of space for Pierre Højbjerg. Romeo tried to thread that one down the line looking for Redmond. Romeo's won it back. Hesketh got in there nicely, couldn't quite prod the ball back to Klaasie. Romeo is caught. We're gonna, well, the referee's blown harshly on his whistle. Are we gonna see another card, or is this just gonna be a free kick? This time I think it's just going to be a stern talking to by the referee for Albert Rusnak. We're approaching an hour gone in this match. FC Groningen 0, Southampton 0. Saints have won all of their pre-season friendlies so far, beating DC United 2-0, PEC Zwolle 4-0, and then FC 20 2-1 on Wednesday night. Ward-Prowse with the delivery. It's a dangerous one in towards to Charlie Austin. Offside flag actually goes up on this near side. This is Antonia. Van Dijk probably needed a bit more of a shout there. In the end, Saints have worked it clear. And that's a ball from Sam McQueen looking for Redmond. Hesketh nods it forward. And a second time. Hesketh still hustling. The referees adjudged that's a free kick. It's Jordi Klaasie who's chasing that ball down. His last goal actually came against FC Groningen in April 2015, yet to score in a Saints shirt. Here's Redmond. Hesketh's made the run forward. Austin leaves it for Cuco Martina. There's two players in the centre, and unfortunately Cuco couldn't get the ball in towards either of them. Kicks a bottle in frustration, and now we're going to see a few changes for Southampton. So you see the four Southampton players down there from left to right: Harrison Reed, Sam Gallagher, Jan Valery and Lloyd Isgrove. The players going off are going to be Cuco Martina, James Ward-Prowse, Jordi Klaasie and Nathan Redmond. Change for FC Groningen as well. Bakuna has come on for Groningen, so changes from both sides. Just looking at how Saints are going to line up then, it looks like we're going to have Jan Valery obviously going in at right back with Romeu, Van Dijk and McQueen making up the rest of the defence. Then it's Højbjerg still in that central defensive midfield position. Jake Hesketh has dropped back to partner Harrison Reed, and then Lloyd Isgrove is going to play in front of them. Sam Gallagher and Charlie Austin as the front two. This is Harry Reid, and now Jake Hesketh, who, as I say, has dropped back into the side of the diamonds in midfield. Cross from Sam McQueen goes out for a goal kick. Sam Gallagher coming on. Of course, he was credited with the second goal against FC Twente on Wednesday night. Hesketh to Reed. Now, first chance for Jan Valery to attack down this right-hand side. Valery back to Reed. Højbjerg's cross. Gallagher was the target. I think the two players might have clashed heads there a little bit. He's going to go out for a corner. Both players holding their heads, but I think they're going to be okay to continue. It looks like Jake Hesketh is going to take this corner. Harry Reid's been taking them in the game so far, but Jake Hesketh is going to be on corner duty for this one. 4 or 5 Saints players in the penalty area. Hesketh's cross. Oh, it's a good one over everybody. It might fall back to Harrison Reed, who hits the crossbar. Best chance of the game for Southampton. Harrison Reed's left-footed strike coming back off the woodwork. This is Reed again. In towards Van Dijk. Good chest down. Romeu is going to be penalised, I think, for a push in the back. Harry Reid doesn't score too many. He scored only twice last season for the under-21s. When he does score, they do tend to be spectacular goals. I remember one against Reading last season that went in off the post. Groningen will have a throw down by the corner flag. It's really the first time that we've been looking in this direction in this second half. So much of the play down the other end of the field. That's a nice play through the legs, and now Bakuna skips past the challenge of Romeu, runs it out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think the Groningen fans wanted something a little bit more than that. Jan Valery again. Here's Isgrove. Now Reed. Hesketh. Oh, that's a nice ball. Gallagher's shown good feet. Gallagher still with the ball, but couldn't quite work it past the defender. This the final game of the Dutch tour. Saints came over here just over a week ago. Spent a week in a town called De Luter, which is about a couple of hours south of where we are now. As we're going to see another substitution, and it's going to be Jack Stevens who's going to come on and replace Oriol Romeu, who's had about 23 minutes at centre-back. Gets a handshake from Eric Black in the Saints technical area. We're also going to see a substitution for FC Groningen, and that's going to be Mimon Mai who's going to come on. Ruben Jensen, the man who's been replaced there. Be a free kick given there, a little bit of a harsh one if I'm being honest, on Jake Hesketh. It's going to be a free kick chance. Now, a few players who would have their eye on this. It looks like Virgil van Dijk is going to claim he should be the one to take it. Sam McQueen and Pierre Højbjerg also over there. Sam McQueen, the left-footed option, but I fancy this is going to be Virgil van Dijk. We've seen him hit a couple of screamers in the past. Yet to score from a free kick for Southampton. That's a good save from the goalkeeper from Virgil van Dijk's free kick. Good effort there by the FC Groningen, former FC Groningen player. First chance for Jack Stevens to get a touch of the ball. Valery showing good strength there, the French defender. Still going, Jan Valery. Is he going to win anything? No, the ball hasn't gone out of play. It's going to be cleared by Groningen. Here we go, it's Bakuna who's driving forward for Groningen, and suddenly the Groningen fans are off their seats. Bakuna into Mahi. Good tackle by Harrison Reed, but Mahi's still on the ball. That's Sam Gallagher doing some good tracking back there, and he's come out of it with the ball. Isgrove is to his left. Can he feed Isgrove in? He's gone through the legs of the defender and unfortunately overran it just slightly. Two more pre-season friendlies for Southampton after this one. Espanyol on Wednesday night, Athletic Bilbao next Sunday. You can still get your tickets for both of those. You can get a ticket that will get you into both games, in fact, thanks to our sponsors Virgin Media. You can find out more information on that on the Southampton website. Groningen are much further along in their pre-season preparations. They actually don't have any more matches to play after this one and kick off their Eredivisie season next Sunday. This is Jake Hesketh. Now Højbjerg, Jan Valery in a good attacking position. The cross isn't bad either. The goalkeeper's flapped at it a little bit, but Saints can't make him pay for that one. They'll keep the pressure on though, and of course, since Groningen have been down to 10 men, we've just seen a lot of putting men behind the ball, Saints having to try and work hard to break them down. Van Dijk getting forward again. Now this is Højbjerg into Austin. Højbjerg will take control of the situation and tried to feed it through to Gallagher. It was just a little bit overhit. Coming up to 73 minutes on the watch. Thank you to 7,500 of you who are watching on YouTube. We really do appreciate you tuning in on this Saturday afternoon. Of course, 2 weeks today that the Premier League season kicks off at St Mary's against Watford. And a few of these young players on the field now trying to work their way into Claude Puel's plans, because they'll sense an opportunity here. Of course, the Premier League 2 season is also getting underway, and it's something that Southampton are competing in. That kicks off on the Sunday after the Watford game, the 14th of August. Saints travelling to Liverpool in the opening game. Here's Lloyd Isgrove. Now Sam McQueen. Cross hits the defender, and out it goes for a Southampton corner. Again, it's going to be Jake Hesketh who's going to go over there to take this one. Hesketh's delivery, headed away, only as far as Harrison Reed. Will he have another go? This time opts to play it to Sam McQueen and back out to the corner taker. Jake Hesketh's delivery again, it's a good one, and Charlie Austin has hit the woodwork and it's gone in off the goalkeeper, I think. Will Charlie Austin be credited with the goal? The ball came back out off the post, and Southampton do have the lead against FC Groningen. A fantastic delivery by Jake Hesketh. And the ball seemed to come off the post and perhaps go in off the goalkeeper. The PA announcer has given it to Charlie Austin. We're going to see a replay of it on the big screen. Maybe it went straight in. Hard to tell from the angle that we had, but The main thing is that Southampton are leading 1-0. I'm sure Charlie Austin is going to claim that goal. Here's Groningen trying to have an instant reply. Charlie Austin doing well there down the right-hand side. Winning Southampton another corner. This time I think it's going to be Sam McQueen who's going to come across and take this one. Just over 13 minutes to go then. Sam McQueen with the left-footed corner in towards the 6-yard box, headed away as far as Jake Hesketh. He fancied his chances from distance. That's Claude Puel down there just retrieving the ball. And Saints will try and keep the pressure on. 1-0 up then. Here's Højbjerg. Tried to exchange passes with Harrison Reed. That one didn't quite work. And it's Groningen again who are playing on the counter-attack. Bakuna. Bakuna does well to win a throw, which Mahi is going to come across and take. Bakuna into the penalty area, just ran away from him there up against Jack Stevens. And it will be a goal kick, and Fraser Forster, who's been largely a spectator in this second half, is going to have a goal kick. Here's Reed. Jack Stevens. Now Harry Reid. Jan Valery is again in an attacking position. Left-footed cross. High one, can be kept in by Sam McQueen. He's done brilliantly to keep it in. Unfortunately, the Groningen man got there before he did. Højbjerg gets his body between the player and the ball and win it back for Southampton. Here's Charlie Austin from range. That one's wide of the post. Charlie Austin scoring his second goal of pre-season then. Scored his first against PEC Zwolle a week ago. Now we're going to see another substitution for the home side. This is Tim Rixman who's going to come on. You imagine that Groningen will have to start going for it a little bit, because with 10 minutes to go, they find themselves 1-0 down. That's Jesper Drost who's been taken off. Good run by Hosen this for Groningen. He might try and find a shooting chance, and that's deflected off Jan Valery. And behind it goes for a corner. Some ironic cheers from the referee, for the fans for the referee, who perhaps don't feel they've got the rub of the green in this match. Well, there's a off-the-ball incident just at the bottom of your picture there, and Pierre Højbjerg has been booked. Not quite sure what that was for. Corner comes in, it's Højbjerg who heads it away. Austin makes sure that one goes clear. As far as Antonia, who's been playing at right back really after the sending off. Jan Valery comes across. Can only concede a corner, so the second one in quick succession for Groningen. There is the corner in towards the near post. Charlie Austin got his body in the way, and then Sam Gallagher gets it further clear, and they've given that one to Jake Hesketh, and Hesketh can try and run this away for Southampton. He hasn't got anyone in support. Hesketh still doing well up against Antonia. What a fantastic ball, and it was Sam McQueen who was busting a gut to get up there from left back. In the end, the ball straight across, just a little bit too far in front of him, but that was great work from Jake Hesketh. We're now going to see for the final few moments Alfie Jones come on. It's going to be Virgil van Dijk. We'll probably get a good applause, I should imagine, from the Groningen fans, giving the captain's armband to Charlie Austin. And here is the applause for Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk gets a warm reception, replaced by Alfie Jones for the final 7 minutes. Here's the first touch for Southampton's Scholar of the Season, Young Player of the Season, I should say. Last time out. And now Jan Valery. Hesketh, who's looked bright since he's come on at half-time, Jake Hesketh. Højbjerg gets the ball over to Sam McQueen. Now Harrison Reed, who's already hit the crossbar in this second half. Jan Valery. Back to Hesketh. Tried to feed it in. The idea was right because Harrison Reed had given him a big shout for that. The execution not quite there from Jake Hesketh. Højbjerg comes across and makes sure Bakuna can't progress down the left-hand side. I think we're going to see yet another substitution. It's going to be Ronald Buss who's going to come on for Groningen.
Wissel zojuist bij Groningen en Jordan Verlies is de wissel voor de 34 Ronald Buss.
That's Van Neef who's come off for Groningen. Oh, the Groningen players got a little bit lucky there. Mahi into the penalty area. Has 2 Southampton players for company. It's got past the first one. What a fantastic challenge by Jan Valery. The Groningen fans don't like it, but that was a really good tackle by the French 17-year-old. Here comes the corner then. 5 minutes to go. 1-0 Southampton lead. And Fraser Forster gathers that one without too many problems. That's a crossfield ball from Højbjerg that couldn't quite pick out Jan Valery. Southampton will be back in at Staplewood on Tuesday. We fly back from Groningen to Southampton straight after this game, preparing to take on Espanyol on Wednesday night. This will make it 4 wins out of 4 if Saints can hold on in the final few minutes of this from their pre-season games so far. Lloyd Isgrove. Now Sam McQueen. McQueen's delivery. He's looking for Austin. Managed to get his foot to it. But the defender just shields it back to the goalkeeper. And Groningen will come away again. Of course, you'll be able to watch highlights of this game if you've missed any part of it after the match, as Charlie Austin was just lurking there and just has a little bit of a hug with the goalkeeper just out of your picture. Ball forward, well headed up in the air by Jack Stevens. Now Sam McQueen, who has really played a full 90 minutes after coming on after just a couple of minutes for Matt Targett. We'll be speaking to the Southampton manager after this game, so make sure you catch that on our YouTube channel. No doubt we'll get an update on Matt Targett's injury. This is Charlie Austin. Nice pass from Jake Hesketh, straight out to Sam McQueen. Now Isgrove into Højbjerg. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go then. Charlie Austin into Lloyd Isgrove. Now back to Pierre Højbjerg. Oh, that's a nice touch from Gallagher. I think Austin would have been offside had he tried to go for it. Tackle from Højbjerg, who's already been booked, so we don't want to see any more cards coming out. In the end, this one will just be a free kick. It's a foul by Harrison Reed. A long distance shot comes in, and that's not going to trouble Fraser Forster from Antonia, who, as I said, was looking lively in the first part of the first half. Antonia playing at right wing, but as soon as they got their right back sent off, he had to drop in at right back, so hasn't really been much of a threat in this second half. Oh, Lloyd Isgrove nearly getting the benefit of a ricochet there. That's a good flick on. Alfie Jones should win that foot race. Indeed he does. Does well to get the ball to Jan Valery. Now it's Pierre Højbjerg as we approach the 90th minute. approach stoppage time at the end of this game. Antonia has won the ball back. Ball forward was looking for Holzen. Well defended by Alfie Jones, and then Fraser Forster gets the ball out to Sam McQueen. Now Harry Reid. And that's the final whistle. Southampton have made it 4 wins from their pre-season matches so far. They were given a little bit of a helping hand by the referee after Hans Hopbro was sent off after 38 minutes for 2 yellow cards. And then in the second half, after a few changes, they did manage to make the breakthrough. Charlie Austin will claim the goal, heading in off the post after Jake Hesketh's excellent cross. And Saints will head back to England tonight with 3 wins from their trip to Holland. They have beaten FC Groningen here by 1 goal to 0.